Good morning, kids. How are you? I thought I would use a harmonica. This is a very small one called a piccolo. And I've had this for 65 years. I bought it in Germany when I was in the army over there. And you can get a pretty decent harmonica at Cracker Barrel restaurant. They're about $5 for a Hohner key of C. And I'll tell you, you got to try it sometime. Try a harmonica. And if you can whistle a song, hum a song, you can learn to play on harmonica because you're playing by ear. And it just takes a while, takes a little while to practice, and you get good at it and enjoy it. I've had a lot of fun over the years playing harmonicas. It's a way to comfort yourself sometimes. I enjoy it. Okay, today's story is about a dumb thing I did years ago. I hope you're ready for this story because I've been showing myself in a bad light in some ways, but I gotta tell you, this is the way it was with me. It's the way I grew up and when I grew up. When somebody dares you to do something, think twice before you do it. Well, you know, my good buddy Lowell Tarbert, we did a lot of things together, and this one afternoon, late, about 3 or 4 o'clock, he was there with me and some other kids, and my sister, who was 12, I was about 8, my brother Bill was 10, and June Braden, a girl that lived across the street, a very nice girl, was holding the rope of a double jumping rope. It looked something like this. This shows a boy at one end holding it, a girl at the other end, but I think my sister was either holding this end or jumping in the middle, I don't know. But girls take turns. They hold it for each other and then they jump. Sometimes girls jump double. 2 girls will be in there at one time. This is a pretty heavy rope here. Our rope was just a clothesline rope. Anyway, girls are very good at this. And much better than guys, I think. They're more coordinated. And girls sometimes would double jump, and also they would also do this. Now this picture here could be my granddaughter, Selah. She jumps rope, and this girl looks something like her. And you can take a jump rope like this and jump down and go down the sidewalk with it. Skipping along, jumping rope as you do it. And you can jump in place. It's very good exercise for your legs and your heart and your lungs. So if you haven't tried it, try jump rope sometime. Now, what happened on this day, my dear friend Lowell Tarbert came up to me and said, "Chucky, I dare you to pull down June Braden's skirt." June Braden was wearing a skirt and a blouse. Most kids did most girls did in those days. And without stopping and thinking, I always sort of want to respond to a dare. Somebody, I dare you to climb that tree, or I dare you to jump across that ditch, or I dare you to dive in. I like to do it. I like challenges. But also, sometimes you stop and think, and I didn't think too good. He said, "I dare you to pull June Braden's skirt down." I thought about it maybe 5 seconds. Then I ran over, and she was standing right here. I pulled her skirt down, about 1.5 feet, whatever, I don't know. And immediately I ran. I left the area. I ran around our house into the back field, into a sand pit. It was a scooped out area with somebody taking sand out. And I sat there and hid and hoped the police wouldn't come and get me. Well, I was there a long time, probably an hour or so. And finally my brother Bill came and said, "Chuck, come on home." I said, "What happened?" He says, "Nothing. June just stopped a second, pulled her skirt back up, and things went on like nothing happened." I was so relieved. I thought I'd be going to jail or something. But, you know, I just did dumb stuff. Now, Lowell Tarbert was my good friend. And I'll tell you, when you have friends that give you a dare or a challenge, think twice about it. Because that's why I talked about being mischievous the other day. And Lowell was known as a mischievous guy. He was always up to mischief. Stuff wouldn't necessarily hurt people, but it would cause him a little bit of annoyance. And he was prone to do that kind of stuff, and he was making me become like him because I was hanging out with him a lot, playing with him a lot. I even learned some bad words from him. And I told you a story about a bad word I learned and got my mouth washed out. And I think you gotta be careful who you associate with. But Lowell didn't have many friends because he always got in trouble. And I thought I could be a good influence on him, but I think sometimes he was influencing me more than I influenced him. So be careful with your friends. If they have some goofy or bad ideas, think about it. And maybe ask some older person if that's a good idea, or ask your mom and dad. They'll give you the right advice. And listen to them. Don't think you know better. That's a problem I had. Now, it's too bad that we got to get old before we get smart. And that's why you need to go to your parents or some older person, ask them for advice. And I think if you haven't tried jump rope, you got to try jumping rope. It's good exercise for you, and you'll probably enjoy it. Some men can do it real well. Some guys can stand there and jump rope for 10 minutes without even missing a beat. Okay, today's moral of the story today is think before you act. If you're not sure, ask somebody who's older, who has more wisdom. Okay? Because young people tend to not have a whole lot of wisdom. They learn, like I did, the hard way. And nothing else came of this. I never got in any more trouble. And June was never mentioned it again. And her father was the one that every 4th of July that gave every kid on the street over 8 years old 50 doughboy firecrackers and about 200 little snap firecrackers that would go off in groups. We had a wonderful time on the 4th of July. And during the war, though, they stopped that because they needed their gunpowder, and also people were getting hurt. So I hope you enjoyed my story about the jump rope situation and how I did a stupid thing by feeling I had to do the dare. When somebody dares you to do something, you got to do like this. Dare to be a Daniel. Daniel dared to stand for righteousness. Dare to be honest. Dare to live a pure life. Eat healthy in a very bad society. So that's a good dare. Dare you to be a Daniel, okay? That's my advice for today, because Daniel is a great character in the Bible. You read about him sometime. Many wonderful stories about Daniel. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye. If you like my stories, tell your friends, give me a like, and I'll see you next time. The Lord bless you.